This time, we're going to give you an overview of all the portable gaming options that were presented at the Tokyo Game Show 2025. Let's start with OneXPlayer. They had several models on their booth. First, the X1 Air, which is like a tablet where you would attach controllers on the side. It can be used without the gamepads as well, as a regular tablet and as a computer with a detachable keyboard. Then you have the OneXPlayer F1 Pro that looks much more like a Steam Deck, featuring a 7 inches 144Hz OLED screen and MDA PU with different configurations available. Then, the most original device they had was the Sugar One Handheld. Powered by a Snapdragon G3 Gen 3 processor and running on Android, it features 2 screens and controllers that can be set to different positions. Based on the position of the screens and how you handle the device, it will reconfigure what is displayed automatically. It's a great device to emulate the Nintendo DS, for example, but that's not its only use. The second screen can be used to display a chat client, or a browser, while you are gaming on the other screen. While we could not tell what game was demonstrated, it looks like there may be some games that can use a second screen to display a minimap. A pretty cool form factor, all things considered. Too bad it does not run on an x86 chip. And then there was GPD from Shenzhen in China, with its typical line of mini PCs with keyboard and gamepads integrated, like the GPD Win Max 2, where the gamepads can actually be covered for more discretion. They were also showing the GPD Win 5 in a more familiar Steam Deck format, where they managed to fit a AMD Ryzen iMax chip in it. That's the same chip that powers the Framework desktop. For gaming, it's going to be a real powerhouse. Battery life, however, is going to be a challenge. And let's not forget the GPD Win Mini, which is a mini PC in clamshell format with keyboard and gamepad integrated. Don't expect to use the keyboard to type long documents, but for chatting and short commands, it's fine. MSI was at the TGS as usual, and following the debacle of the first MSI Claw that used an Intel chip, they are back with a new version, the A8, that uses an AM-DZ2 Extreme. And last but not least, ROG had a large booth to showcase the upcoming Xbox Ally handheld console with 2 different models. We won't talk about it at length here since we have a whole video dedicated to it that you can check in the description if you want to know more. Since ROG is one of the leaders in handheld gaming at this stage, you will probably hear a lot more about it before the end of the year. And that's about it when it comes to handheld gaming PCs. The offering continues to increase, while the pricing is apparently moving further into the premium category. As the Nintendo Switch 2 has now enough performance to compare with a low-tier PC, the different handheld PC manufacturers are chasing the specs at this stage, while there is no revolution in sight in terms of performance, except maybe with the AI Max from AMD, but that's hardly a chip for the handheld category. Things should get more interesting 1 or 2 years down the road when the new generation of chips emerge. We'll see. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to be notified of our next content. More to come very soon about the TGS 25.